Hi, welcome to Zim Programmer channel. Today we are going to focus on inventory entry. Right, we are going to receive inventory into our system. So let's go ahead and design the database table together right here so that you can see where we are coming from and where we are going. Right, so go to databases, and the database which you are using is this POS database. And from the POS database, what we want to do, we want to add a table. Right, you can see we have only a single table right now, so we want to add a table for inventory together. So let's go ahead and right click here and click table, and after clicking this table right here, it will give us the the design for us to design a table. So let's go ahead and design our table like this. First column will be ID, and data type will be integer, so it will be int. Right, so this column right there, it will be the primary key. So let's go ahead and right click right here and set primary key. And after setting primary key, we want also the identity specification. Let's just go ahead and set it to true. All right, let's go ahead and click here, select it, and let's go ahead and check the properties. And the properties, the identity column for this table, we want it to be this ID. Right, so that's it. We have set this as a primary key and also as an identity for this table. Right, let's go ahead and create the category for products. Right, category, and the data type will be varchar, and let's leave it as 50. Let's remove this allow nows. It must not be now if you want to save barcode. Right, it will be varchar 50 again, and the name of the product varchar. Let's put something like 100 right on the name right there. And let's go ahead and remove this allow nows, and from there the quantity. Right, quantity for the product, it will be an integer, right, like that. And from that we move on to the cost price, the price which we bought our product at, the price or the cost of our product when we were buying. Right, and let's go ahead and put it as decimal like this. And let's go to selling price, like this. You can go ahead and put something like decimal again. The price will be decimal. And lastly, we want the expiry date for the product expiring. Then we put a varchar 50, right, like this. So this is what you need to do to design the inventory table. Let's go ahead and save this table. So save, when you click this save, and you rename this to inventory like this. So this is all you have to do to design the table in SQL Server Management Studio. So without wasting much time, you can see we have this table. If you go ahead and refresh right here, you can see the table. And after seeing the table, I think this table you will be able to go. So let's go ahead and minimize this. We want to go to our project and add a form for inventory. Right, so let's add a Windows form, and we'll call this form an inventory. Right, so let's edit Windows form, then the name will be inventory like this, and click add. Right, here is our form. So this is our form which we are going to design for us to be able to enter some data right there. So let's first change the text which will appear. Let's change the Windows default location center screen. The text will be inventory entry like this, and also it will be the form border style will be fixed dialog. Want it to be a fixed dialog, and after a fixed dialog we don't want the maximize pattern or the minimize pattern, so check it to false. And after that you can see we have this form right here. So what are we going to do is I'm going to pause the video and design this form so that I will come back to you when the design is ready. Right now I've put this design. You can see there is this label, there is this combo box, and also this is the panel, the first panel, which I have put the back color to light sea green right here, and the dog property is top. And you can see this panel, the dog property is filled, and the back color is RGB 255, 224, and 192. So far, this is the design which is there, right? Let's go ahead with the design. All right, this is the design which you have to know, or which you have to do on your form, right? So that you can follow this tutorial easily. This is a combo box, as I have said, and the name was changed to category combo box. This is a product barcode, this barcode text box. This is the product name, and if you go to the properties, you can see name text box. This is a quantity, and you can see quantity text box. And this cost price is also cost price text box, selling price text box, and finally this date time picker was this is the date time picker from this toolbox. If you can go ahead, you can find the date time picker right there, and you drag and drop it right here. So this date time picker is name is expiry date. That's it. And the button, excuse me, the button, let me remove this. The button, this is the inventory button, and it is called add inventory, and the cancel button. So this is all you have to do. So let's go ahead and try to add some categories on this category combo box. All right, so let's go ahead and pick these items from this properties window and add. Let's say we want to add two categories like clothing and groceries, right, like this. So these are the two categories for this tutorial which we are going to use. Then after that, what do we have to do is we just want to copy this connection string right here so that you can go ahead with the coding, right? Let's pick this connection string declaration, right? Just copy it from the user registration and double click our inventory form, and then above here we are going to paste it. So let's enlarge it a little bit, right? You can see we have this connection right now, but this connection is in error, so you can either go ahead and import all those libraries, or you are going to click right here and click import the system.data.sql client. So from there, what else do you want to do? We want to clear these text boxes after entering or after saving some data, so or after an omission when entering some data. So we're going to declare a sub right below this. We are going to clear it from the sub private sub and say clear text. Alright, this clear text, what do we want to do? We want to set the focus to name a text box dot focus. Alright, and above that, what do we want to do? Name text box dot clear, like this, and we want to clear the barcode text box again, text box dot clear. And what else do you want to clear? Quantity text box dot clear. And what else? Selling price dot clear. And from the selling price, cost price dot clear. And what else do we want to clear? I think we are done with clearing this text, right? And after that, what I'm going to do is we are simply going to double click this cancel button and then call our this sub clear text. So we're going to call clear text right in, and we are done with the clear button. Let's go ahead and do a code for this add inventory. So we are going to use another sub to add inventory. So right below this last sub, we're going to declare a new sub, private sub, let's say add inventory, like this. And what do we want to do right now is want to declare a variable, let's say dim a query as a string, like this, right? Then we want to assign this to insert into inventory. What exactly do you want to insert into inventory? Not inventory, but inventory right here. So be cautious about the spellings, because if you type a spelling wrongly, it will result in an error. What is category the first time? Then second is barcode. The third one is name. The fourth one is quantity. Where are we getting these values? We are getting these values from this table right here. So you can see we have a category, barcode, name, quantity, cost, price, blah blah blah. So that's where I'm getting all these are from. So what else? Quantity. From quantity, let's put the cost price like this. The selling price like this, and the expiry date here, which is expiry from the table, right? Since this has gone beyond my view screen, I'm going to also use another I'm going to concatenate this string so that it will be a 1, but it will be in 2 lines. So I'm going to assign a query, right, and say plus is assigned to, right, which means I'm taking this value and then assign another value again, which is concatenation, right there, query plus, and say values inside. This statement should be on 1 line, but since the view screen will be too small for you to be looking at, or for you to see what's going on, I've put in 2 lines. But you can go ahead and ignore this. If you want, you can go ahead and just type values right here and continue with what I'm going to do for the values. So, but for me, for you to be able to see, I'm going to put this is query plus equal to, and something like this, values, and we are going to put the value for the category. We're going to say category like this. For the name, for the barcode, we're going to say a barcode like this, and for name, its name like this, and for quantity, at quantity like this, and for cost price, I can simply say it cost, right, and the selling price, we can say it's selling like this. Then for expiry, can say at expiry, right, like this. So this is what you want to do for this query. Right from this query, we are going to move on to the actual insertion of data into the database. So I'm going to use this command using cmd as new SQL command, right? And we're going to use this query and initialize the connection right there. And then after that, what I'm going to do, it needs the parameters. So I'm going to say with cmd dot parameters and hit enter, then dot add. For the first time, we want a category. Make sure these parameters are spelled exactly as these parameters in this query or in that string declaration category, and we can use sqldb type dot varchar. This is the data type which we had declared in the database design, right? If you go to the SQL Management Studio, you can see we have this varchar. So these data types is the ones which we are going to use right there. So dot value is assigned to category combo box dot text, right? And then we go ahead and add another one for the barcode. Say barcode, right? And the barcode sqldb type dot varchar. Then the value will be something like the barcode text box, barcode text box, the text. So to avoid time wastage, I'm going to simply copy these two and paste them right here and change this category to name. For the name, I'm going to change to name, and the value I'm going to change from category combo box to name text box like this, the text. And for the barcode, for this barcode, I'm going to change, since it's no longer a barcode, it is quantity, I'm going to change it to quantity, right, like this. And the quantity, remember the data type is an integer right here, so change it to int. And we are going to say quantity text box, the text. Right from there, what else do you want to do? We want to copy a three of them, right, up until here. Just paste it, right? So from this barcode, I'm going to change it to a cost as defined right here on the parameter, and the data type of the cost is decimal, not variable character, it's decimal. So I'm going to use decimal right here, and the price, the cost will be from cost price text box, this text, and this is selling as defined right there, the selling, and also the data type is a decimal right here, right? And from that you can go ahead to change this text box to selling price text box dot text. And lastly, it will be expiry like this, and we change the data type to varchar, right? And it will be expiry date right here, expiry date, dot, excuse me, let's check the name again, how it was named. This one, its name is expiry date. Let's go ahead and copy this and paste the name right there, right here, and say dot to string, right, like this. That's it. So this is all you have to do for the parameters. And after these parameters, what you're going to do, I want to execute the non query, so I'm going to say cmd dot execute non query, something like this. And after executing this non query, we want to show the message that message box dot show, message box dot show, right, say product was added to the inventory, was successfully, right here, successfully added to the inventory, right? And right here we can put a comma, and then the heading will be inventory. Let's just put it like inventory. Then the message box button will be okay, and the message box icon will be information. All right, like this. You can see message box icon information button okay, and the text will be like this. So this is what you need to do for this sub. And after doing this, we are going to add it to the button inventory. So what we are going to do is to call this sub. So before calling it, we want to try use the try block and open the connection.open, and then call the sub, which is add inventory, this one. Right, after that we want to catch if any error happens. So message box dot show, what do we want to show? The exception message dot message, like this. And then in this we are going to put this operation error like this, right? The message box button will be okay, and the icon will be error like this, error, right? Let's say message box icon dot error, like this. So that's it. This is all you have to do. Then after that we are going to close the connection. So finally, connection close, connection dot close. And after closing the connection, we want to maybe close this form, then say me dot close. Why? Because we will no longer be in need of it since we've added the item. All right, or let's leave this for this moment. Right, so that's it. If you can go ahead then to the parent form, you can see we have this add inventory. This is the button which we are going to use to navigate to the form which we've created. So I'm going to put this code inside here, right? Just put inventory.show like this. That's it. So this is all you have to do on the parent form. And if you go ahead and run this, let's go ahead and test if it's running as expected or something. Right, you can see I've executed it. So let me enter. Remember, we created this username and password before when I was demonstrating the registration. So if I've done it correctly, it will log in, else it will show an error message right there. So you can see I've logged in, which means the password is correct, right? So from there, what I'm going to do is to go to the inventory, add inventory, right? And you can see this form has popped up. Let's go and choose the category. Let's say this is groceries. The barcode is 1009877, right? And the product name will be brown sugar and 2 kg like this. The quantity will be 100, and cost price, the price which you bought the sugar was $7. This should be aligned on the right, but let's leave it as it is right now. And the selling price, let's say we want to peg it $30, right, or $45. That's it. So the expiry date for this sugar will be the date in future, let's say 2022 in September on the 14th. Let's try to add inventory, and if it works, right, string or binary data would be truncated. The statement has been terminated. Okay, let's go get back and try to check what the problem is right on the code before moving forward to this. So inventory, let's go to this, and let's stop it from running, right? Right, blah blah blah. What's the problem right there? All right, let's have a look again. All right, I think I've found what we've done wrongly. Some, excuse me, dot to string, right? So you can see the first error which we had was right here, and after concatenation we haven't given the space right here so that it will be spaced like this and start the value. So what you have to do is to simply go right here and space it. And the another error which I'm seeing right here is this expiry date is datetime picker, so it's an object, and if you want to try to convert that object to string, it will be an error. So what exactly do you want from this object is the text. So I'm going to say dot text like this from the object. Let's remove another dot right there. So that's it. So if we try to then add to string maybe sometime later like this, but it's already a string. It doesn't matter if you even if you leave it like this. So let's go ahead and try to run it for the last time, right? And after running it, I think the expected result will be what will be on the screen. All right, let's go ahead and have a close look. So let's go ahead and log in, and after logging in, we are going to move to the inventory form. So let's have a look. Let's go to the inventory, add inventory, and here is our form. Let's add the category, and after the category we are going to add the barcode 1009877. You can put whatever you want, even if you can scan from your barcode reader right there, and the product will be brown sugar and 2 kg, and the quantity to 100. Let's put the price $7 and the selling price $45, and the expiry date here, let's put something like 2022 or 2023, something like June or on the 8th of June. So let's add the inventory. You can see the inventory has been added successfully, and let's click OK. If we click discount the zero, you can see all the text box has been cleared, except for this one and this one. Why? Because you can go ahead and choose another dates for this, and in a simple way, without need to clear or something, you can simply choose. All right, that's it. So this is all you have to do on the inventory entry, and the next time which we are going to meet, I'm going to show you how you can check the username or the logged in account to this title above here, and then how to edit the users and the inventory. I will do that in a single video so that it can shorten our tutorial. For this video, that's all you have to do right there. And I say thank you. Have a nice time. If you are new, please subscribe to some programmer channel for more videos.